Imagine watching almost a century of football history in just a few minutes. Let's discover every FIFA World Cup champion from 1930 to 2026. In 1930, football entered a new era as nations gathered for the first tournament to decide the world's greatest team. Our journey begins in Uruguay, where the very first FIFA World Cup brought together teams from different continents. Uruguay defeated Argentina 4-2 in the final, becoming football's first world champions and starting a tradition that still continues today. 4 years later, the tournament moved to Europe, where Italy lifted the trophy and claimed its first World Cup title. Italy proved its strength by winning again in 1938, becoming the first nation to successfully defend the FIFA World Cup. Then the tournament came to a sudden stop. World War II cancelled 2 World Cups, leaving fans waiting 12 long years. In 1950, football finally returned. Brazil welcomed the world, and excitement filled the famous Maracanã Stadium once again. But history had a surprise waiting. Uruguay shocked the home crowd by defeating Brazil in one of football's greatest upsets. The surprises continued in 1954 as West Germany defeated the mighty Hungarian team, creating the legendary Miracle of Bern. Then a new football giant emerged. In 1958, Brazil defeated Sweden 5-2 to win its very first World Cup title. Brazil wasn't finished yet. They successfully defended the trophy in 1962, proving their victory 4 years earlier was no coincidence. Next came 1966, when England celebrated at home by defeating West Germany and lifting its first World Cup trophy. By 1970, Brazil had become the team everyone feared. A third title confirmed its place among football's greatest nations. The balance shifted again in 1974, as West Germany defeated the Netherlands and returned to the top of world football. In 1978, Argentina celebrated a historic moment, winning its first World Cup in front of passionate home supporters. Italy answered back in 1982, defeating West Germany and earning a third championship to match Brazil's remarkable record. Just 4 years later, Argentina lifted the trophy again, securing its second World Cup title with another memorable victory. By now, only 6 countries had ever won the World Cup, showing just how difficult it is to become champion. Another pattern also stood out. Every champion came from either Europe or South America, creating football's greatest continental rivalry. West Germany finally earned revenge in 1990, defeating Argentina 1-0 to capture its third FIFA World Cup title. Before the next tournament, history changed beyond football as a reunified Germany returned to compete under one national team. The 1994 final ended without a goal, but Brazil kept its nerve to defeat Italy on penalties and win a record 4th title. 4 years later, France thrilled its home fans by defeating Brazil 3-0 and becoming the 7th nation to win the World Cup. By the end of the 20th century, 7 countries had reached football's highest peak, each writing its own chapter in history. In 2002, the World Cup reached Asia for the first time, with Japan and South Korea proudly hosting the tournament together. Brazil defeated Germany 2-0 to lift an incredible 5th World Cup, extending its lead as football's most successful nation. Another dramatic final followed in 2006, where Italy held its nerve in the penalty shootout to secure a 4th championship. Spain made history in 2010, winning its first World Cup after an unforgettable extra-time victory over the Netherlands. By 2010, 8 nations had become world champions, but the race to build football's greatest legacy was far from over. Germany added a 4th star in 2014, defeating Argentina after extra time and returning to the top of world football. 4 years later, fans from every corner of the globe gathered in Russia for another unforgettable FIFA World Cup. France defeated Croatia 4-2 to lift its second World Cup trophy, 20 years after winning its first. Then came the unforgettable 2022 final, where Argentina defeated France on penalties to claim a third world title. After 22 tournaments, only 8 nations had ever lifted the FIFA World Cup, proving just how difficult victory really is. Now the journey continues to 2026, where Canada, the United States, and Mexico will host the tournament together for the first time. The next champion has not been decided yet. Every qualified nation will begin with the same dream of lifting the trophy. Looking back from 1930 to 2022, every tournament has added another unforgettable story to football's rich and remarkable history. The champion map tells an incredible story, showing how only a handful of nations have ruled the World Cup for nearly a century. Almost 100 years have passed, yet the FIFA World Cup continues to unite fans and inspire new generations across the world. Every football dynasty eventually fades, but another always rises. That's what keeps World Cup history so exciting from one generation to the next. For almost a century, Europe and South America have battled for football's biggest prize, creating the greatest rivalry in World Cup history. Brazil still leads the all-time rankings with 5 titles, while Germany and Italy remain close behind with 4 championships each. From Uruguay in 1930 to North America in 2026, the World Cup has carried unforgettable moments across continents and generations. Only one nation celebrates at the end, but every tournament begins with millions of fans believing this could finally be their year. The countdown to 2026 has already begun, and football's greatest prize is waiting for its next champion. One final space on the champion timeline remains blank. Soon another nation will earn its place in football history. Looking across nearly 100 years, every champion has added a unique chapter to the incredible story of the FIFA World Cup. Now it's your turn. Which World Cup champion, final or unforgettable moment is your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through football history, subscribe for more amazing sports stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.